So we've got the 92 Van der Sar. 5-star, 5-star. He's looking pretty tasty, isn't he? 450,000 coins at the moment. He is ranging between that and about 500. So give or take. Now he is a one step up from his Thunderstruck. Unfortunately, I don't think that one got... I think he actually did get an upgrade, in fact. But in terms of this one, the main attribute that he's got that is kind of... not necessarily the gimmick, but most definitely is what you actually want to see, is going to be the 5-star, 5-star. So he did actually get the upgrade from the base, so he is now a 90 Thunderstruck, and then he got a double upgrade into this version. He is a 5-star, 5-star, no playstyle pluses unfortunately, but he does have every single goalkeeper trait you can get. And then in terms of stats, it's just a nice upgrade. There is nothing really to it. He is just technically the one up from what I consider the best goalkeeper in the game. So without further ado, let's jump into him and see what this man can do for us. So the one thing I just actually want to try straight away is them skills. Honestly, it's always funny whenever you get a kind of goalkeeper that does have them skills, because obviously the 5-star, 5-star is just not normally available, and it's just mental to see. I think we saw it last year with the footballers Edison. So again, it's just a nice little extra bonus that has no real impact in the actual game of him. Now, hopefully we are going to need him at some point, but let me know. Good save. Nice from Van der Sar. Don't manage to get it. But what I want to know, leave a comment down below. Who is your favourite keeper? Who's the one that's used the most in your team right now? I'm going to see if I could just drag him out a little bit and just kind of just teeter around this little bit, because we know he's either going to try for the goal or he's going to try and, he's going to try and go really far out. It's just the best movement of the goalkeeper, because once you've kind of got that position set, there's no heading round it. It takes a very special header to actually beat a keeper from the edge of the box almost. Big header, big save. Ooh, nice save. I thought he might have been able to catch that one, to be honest. We're going to move him out. I kind of like around the penalty spot, just because it gives you enough... oh, if Coman's not going to take it away from him. But it gives you enough to get back into the net if needed. But then it also gives you enough to kind of come and collect anything that is in the zone where you might be able to get to it before they've got the header off.
Good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? And a cross that could be dangerous. It might still happen. Oh, it's a penalty.
Oh, and he's got a red card. I wonder... is he leaving first, or can we get our first goal with Van der Sar? It's got 59 on it. You know we got to do it. Oh, it's perfect. Top right-hand corner. It's bagged. It's Van der Sar. And he's wheeling away for the celebration. Ooh, I've let him through. Is he going to get that Henry ball? I've made a great mistake there. Henry into Kane, and we don't need him anymore. Oh, no. Get the tackle. Oh, look at it. Who needs a goalkeeper when you've got Virgil in the back? Honestly, all you need is a good pair of centre-backs and you're absolutely golden. And Maldini gets the header, honestly. Get the save. Lovely. He's not caught anything, which is slightly alarming. But I've got no qualms with Van der Sar. I think most definitely... from what I've had in previous years with him, he just is the best keeper. There's no... I wish there's something I could say that he's got that just makes him better, other than maybe, yes, you could argue having all the playstyle pluses, or playstyles in fact, makes it slightly better, but so does Alisson, so does Peter Cech as well, so it's kind of that mixture of everything that it is almost just a keeper you like. Oh, watching that pass. That's got to be... it's a good shot. Not a lot I can do about that, to be honest. Some of them, they're just naturally going to go in. If you've got somebody who is very good at narrowing down the percentages of the goal, then you literally cannot do anything. It's all about stopping them, getting that almost 95% chance of a goal and kind of narrowing it down as much as possible. But most keepers, if they're through on goal in any scenario kind of like that, if you're going to rush the tackle, maybe not going to get the kind of options right, you're bound to be able to kind of concede. Oh my god, what you do want is to be able to narrow it down so that you've obviously got at least a decent chance with your keeper at the minimum. Big header away. He is really not catching anything. Honestly, I am trying to get as many clips of him having saves, but he keeps punching everything. Oh, he's going to move it in there. I was a bit too late to go. There we go. I mean, he kind of caught it. What's his kicking like, actually? I mean, it's not great. Like, it gets to the halfway line, I suppose, if you really want to count that as a win. Oh, and that's a phenomenal save. Really stuffed up on that defending as well there. So that absolutely saved the bacon. He's going to do it again. Get that. Oh, is he out? Wow, he was quick again out there. What's the speed on him? That was ridiculous. Keepers, keepers. Oh my, why did she not head it back? Oh, that's got to be a save. And Van der Sar proving once again that's a brilliant save. Well, I don't know. I feel like it'd been harsh to say he should have took a touch because he most definitely might not have been able to get after that. Oh, that's poor. That's a great hand as well. Honestly, he's saving me in this match. There's so many opportunities I should have probably conceded. He's going to go out again. Van der Sar is easily going to collect that one. Don't know why he's so on trying to get Saul off that header. Oh, and again, honestly, inside the box, he could literally turn on a swivel and he still cannot score. Van der Sar is a brilliant shot stopper in this one. And again, and again, and again. You love to see it, honestly. Oh, and again, dying minutes. We are playing against a sweater, and most definitely, it could have been 5 or 6, to be honest. And across the touchline, so a throw in here. Now with Rijkaard. And this is what I mean. 2-1 in the 86th. Been doing it for the past 20 minutes, just back and forth, going back to the goalkeeper. This, unfortunately, is what it's come to. So going into the overall form then, at 491 at the moment. I believe he's kind of coming in now at about 485, give or take. In terms of the up and downs of him, you've got 490 pretty much across the board. It seems to be that's the sort of price. You got 480 as well, so I was very lucky to pick him up at 451. Just one of them ones that happens at times. I would always keep the basic on him more so than anything. I very rarely ever change the the chemistry on the keeper. It just never seems to make that much of a difference, to be honest. And obviously when we look at the difference between him and the 90 version, like I said, it's just a very significant double upgrade. Whether the 5-star is really going to help anything, maybe passing to some extent. If you do pass with your keeper, the 5-star weak foot could come in handy. But to be honest, I'm not going to mark him up on the fact that he's got a 5-star weak foot. As realistically, I'm not too fussed about passing to my keeper. That isn't necessarily my game, and I can imagine the same as yours. When it comes to pricing, I think 500 for arguably one of the better keepers, if not the best keeper in the game, is pretty decent. I will always say that. When it comes to the rest of them, like you've got Alisson coming in at 680, in fact, that took a price drop. Then under that, you're pretty much looking at Van der Sar, Cech, Casillas, Yashin. It's all of the same sort of price. That is kind of where I'm like, there isn't a significant answer to say this is what makes the keeper better. It's all about the speed, or it's all about the height. It's a mixture of everything. I do think some keepers are better than others, and there is very little explanation, because I always thought it's kind of like the 6'5" and above keepers. Cech gets into it, Van der Sar gets into it. It's why Pope was always good as a gold, but then Alisson's 6'4", he's still very, very good. Ederson, I don't think is over that. Ederson is, where is he? 6'2", still a very good keeper. And obviously Donnarumma was kind of in my category with that as well, because he's 6'5". So there isn't really a kind of explanation to say why they're good. You just know who everybody plays with is normally what we go to, and especially with keepers, because we don't have necessarily a standout. There's normally like 3 or 4 everybody goes to. 9 times out of 10, it's all about who's got untradeable. Courtois is still my keeper at the moment, and that is purely on the basis I haven't packed anybody better in my eyes to change him out and is untradeable. So it will be Courtois until I get a team of the season keeper, or if I manage to get Van der Sar at some point. So that for me is the kind of argument for him, but I think we can all agree that over the past 3-4 years, it normally is team of the year keeper, team of the season keepers to some extent, and Van der Sar. Yashin's always put himself in there as well, but Van der Sar's normally been the best icon keeper you can get, and I think this year he still does it. We saw it from the saves, still absolutely phenomenal.